more confident in some cases, far more arrows striking into the target, hopefully into their own squares. On a battlefield, the accuracy as this wouldn't necessarily be so important. In the area they're hitting here would easily be shooting into a mass of men. You wouldn't be trying to necessarily pick out one man in a mass as they're coming towards you. Although at this range you'd probably want to be dropping your bow and getting other weapons ready. Only the yellow squire remains to shoot. Sorry, gold squire remains to shoot his arrows. Two more to go. Seems to be awarding very good scores to the red squire with shots so far. And a miss. So they will all go forward, pull out their arrows and see who's have hit which square, and then the Knight Marshal and his assistant will hopefully give me the running of scores for this round. The target themselves, when archers were training, they would go to shoot at targets. These were known as the butts. So you would be essentially going to shoot at the butts. This was actually a requirement by law for centuries, that every Sunday men had to train with the longbow. They had to keep up the skill. This was a skill necessary for war. Obviously we have a French squire here today. The French, they did use the longbow, though not as a weapon of war, but as a weapon for hunting. But they still would employ some soldiers with the longbow. Just not as common as here, where it was our main weapon for the field. Obviously quite a few misses here, and they're trying to find their arrows in the bank behind the target. But it seems our marshals are satisfied and are heading back now. So, in last place, on only 3 points in this round, is the Squire Dean for the Red Knight. That's good. Cheer him on, he might do better in the next section. So, in third place, on 4 points, is the Yellow Squire. My Gold Squire. It's yellow. Yes. Humphrey's yellow too. That's why he never does so well. So, in joint first place, however, on 7 points apiece, we have Sir Guillaume Squire Sir Guillaume Squire Simon and Sir Stuart Squire Hagar, both 7 points apiece. So, the next round is the hunting round, shooting at our poor innocent deer down in the corner there. They will be shooting, how many arrows apiece is it, sorry? They'll be shooting a half dozen, 6 arrows apiece at the deer. They will achieve the highest scores for striking in the centre, in the vital organs. This will kill the deer instantly. I think they're going to shoot one at a time. Things. Right. They'll take it in turns, 1 shot each, working down the line until they've all shot their full quota of arrows.
Sorry.
So, as the Gold Squire finally places his arrows, ready to begin. And 1 arrow for the string ready. I think we are starting from the looks of it with the Red Squire. So, yet again, if I can ask you all to do countdown and begin. So, 3, 2, 1, begin! Well, he's worried, the deer. If it weren't firmly fixed to the floor, I should have run away by now. Obviously, hunting large game such as deer would have been the privilege of nobility. If you were of a lower status and you were caught hunting deer, you would be in a lot of trouble. Oh, much better. Men of lower rank could only hunt small game, such as rabbits and small birds. For this reason, they had to carry blunted arrows that were capable of just killing them with a simple blunt force when they struck them. Oh, good shot from Red Squire. If a man of lower class was caught with broad-headed arrows, hunting arrows, in a royal forest, he would be in a lot of trouble. Back to the Red Squire, the Black Squire having done a very good shot just now. The Gold Squire not doing so well. The Frenchman showing why the French did not use the longbow as a battlefield weapon. Although currently I think any game in the surrounding woods was feel fairly safe at this point. Oh. Right, that is all of the arrows shot. Not a great round for our archers today, it seems. I think the Red and Black Squires are the only ones who have successfully delivered a kill shot to our deer. Despite the many arrows loosed, one hit him in the foot. So, maybe I've slowed it down for the rest of them. I don't think this will be a hard round for the marshals to score. Although there seems to be still some consternation over it. We should wait with bated breath to see who is now in the lead. Our marshals are making their way back again.
It's working out before. They'll probably leave them. I don't see why you won't go jogging.
Looks cool.
Emily Page, that's there for a reason, okay?
It is?
Yes, leave it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's there for a reason. Do you want to break it? They lost the game. Let's watch. This is a good one.
So, they've all been scored according to their number of strikes on the deer and positions, which means the scores stand in that round. 1 point is the Black Squire. On 2 points now is the Red Squire, Dean. On 3 points is the Gold Squire. Which means 4 points somehow to the Blue Squire, our French Squire. He's very happy with that, it seems. Apparently his father was English. So, the final round. Our archers are getting as many arrows ready as possible for the speed shoot. They will be shooting for a minute to shoot as many arrows as they can into the target. This time, they merely need to hit the target itself. They do not need to hit an exact quarter. So, I won't get you all to do the full countdown. It always ends up very messy and I have lots of random numbers being shouted out. So I will count down, and if I can ask you to join in when I reach the end of the last 10 seconds, you can join me in the last countdown from 10. And then when we get to 1, I want you all to shout stop, so they know they're not meant to carry on. Because the black squire might try and keep shooting. So, all our archers ready? So, if our marshal is happy, very well. Once again, 3, 2, 1, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and now a countdown from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop! So, our target now looking like a rather embarrassed hedgehog. Our squires will make their way for the last time to collect their arrows. The marshals will score them. And once we have the scores to this, we'll put them all together to give you the final tally for the archery round. And these points will be put on the board and they will go towards our knight's final scores for the day. I noticed there's some very close hits. Some of those arrows skimming from the top of the target, one even struck and bounced out to the boss. Obviously that would not have been sufficient to have killed a man on a battlefield. They are once again counting through, deciding which one's deserving of a point. One, it seems, have actually caught the edge of the target, but mostly in the frame. That's a lot of arrows to count, and difficult scores to assess. I'm sure they'll be with us soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you think all of our archers have shot well today? Would you feel particularly threatened if you were on the other side facing this lot shooting at you? No. Really? No.
Emily.
You'd certainly feel safe if you're a deer, wouldn't you? Yes. Yeah. I think game in the Royal Forest is safe from these men. I think they've gathered most of the arrows now. Hopefully, we will have the final score soon. And we'll see how we stand. It seems the numbers are very complicated. Our marshals still trying to tally up the exact scores, working out a final order of standing for each man. Once all the scores are together, our squires will be put into places with the person with the lowest score on 1, and the highest score will be awarded the 4 points. So, once everybody has returned, I will let you know the final tally.
You'll be naked.
Our squires are making their way back with all their arrows. This means I hope we have a score now. An overall score then.
I know.
So, the scores for that round of speed shooting, the number of arrows in targets, in a joint last place with 5 arrows apiece, we have the red squire and the gold squire. Then, in second place, with 11 arrows in the target, we have the blue squire, Simon. Which means, in first place, with 12 arrows securely embedded in the target, the black squire, Hagar, who's looking very pleased with himself. That is 12 arrows he shot and 12 arrows hit. Everyone struck. Good. So, the final score stand.
Oh, yeah. It's probably a Welsh one.
Very well. We seem to have a tie break at the moment though in the final scores. There is a joint trailing at the end between the gold and the red squires. So, we are going to make them have another shoot. This time, their target will be the central line. So they'll be shooting at the 1, the vertical white line in the middle.
Can you see that?
Whoever can get their arrow closest to the 1. Of course, if they're shooting closest to the 1, it might be how near in the bank they get. But hopefully, if one of them hits the target, then that's good. They're being fair. They're giving them 6 arrows apiece to get closest to the 1. Once this is done, we can then decide who is in last place and who gets third.
Do you want to look at the shoot?
I think Sir Squire Hagar is going to go forward and be the 1 for us today. It's a slightly bigger target to hit, so it might be a bit easier. Get him now, make the competition easier later. Both men have prepared their arrows. They will then take it in turns to shoot. Only 6 arrows to try. I think Red Squire is going to shoot first. So, gentlemen, you may begin. Oh. Well, he was in line with the 1, just a bit low. So now the gold squire. Oh, another miss. If I were a cruel man, I'd shout loudly behind them as they shot. So, obviously the gold squire has a chance. Oh. Currently is looking good for the red, but gold may yet come back. Oh, that is close. Very close. Oh, not as close as that though.
Just wait for these people to get out of the way.
No pressure! You take your time! We've got all day!
And our prospective pink cushions mostly moved out the way. Oh, another close strike.
Mine was funny. Why is there loads of arrows?
Oh, wild and high,
They're supposed to hit the
gold.
white lines, aren't they?
One more, last arrow for red. And close to the line, but a little high. And high again. So, if I had my glasses on, I'd be able to tell you who'd won already. But it is looking good for red. It's looking very good for red.
Him. He wins. Nice one. Yeah, we'll have some lunch in a second, okay?
Don't hang on there.
Very well, ladies and gentlemen. The final score standing for this round. We've broken this down into 1, 2, 3 and 4 points. So in last place, with only 1 point, is the gold squire. In second place is Dean, the red squire, with 2 points. In second place, sorry, is the blue squire, 3 points. Which means, in first place, a rather knowing and smug Hagar, the black squire, on 4 points. So, our villainous Black Knight has gained the lead through his squire.
Black Knight,
So, that is the archery done for today. Our next round will be at 12 o'clock in our main arena, further down there, where our knights will fight in a crest melee, attempting to swipe the crests from each other's helmets with their swords. So, for now, until 12 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Can I have a cheer for all of our squires?